So here we have the Crypto Insight UK posting XRP feels like it's ready to continue to the upside. We've been holding previous range highs as support for 25 weeks now-ish, he says. Stochastic RSI is turning up to be oversold, indicating momentum is coming back to the bulls. So guys, some indicators here. Take a look at the RSI down in there. Bullish activity flipping, okay, if you guys can see that down in there, and the stochastic RSI too, also flipping to the upside. Are we finally seeing that reversal pattern? He goes on to say we need a good week here to confirm a bullish cross. He goes on to say we need a good week here to confirm bullish cross on the standard RSI. However, with alts performing well, I think there is enough momentum to take us over the line. We get the weekly bullish cross on a bit of momentum, then XRP will rip similar to what we did see back in November and December of 2024, but realistically probably even more aggressive. So this is, hopefully this is now what we are seeing. Just from the looks of it, it is looking like another Nike swoosh pattern is forming here. And guys, generally what we see when we do witness the Nike swoosh, what we see after that is a rip to the upside. So similar to what we saw back in here, back in 2017, we saw that Nike swoosh pattern play out, then the rip, okay? Just a complete vertical trajectory. That is what we want to see. Hopefully we are seeing something similar now. The crypto market is primed for this. We've got fear and greed in the 70s. It's officially greed. It's not in the dark green yet, but it's officially greed. Market cap is green for another day, up 0.75% in the last 24 hours. And the CMC 100, that's up almost a percentage point too. So Bitcoin hasn't been performing as good in the last 24 hours, although it is still up. It's still technically in the green. Ethereum's up over 2%. XRP's up 2.29. BNB coin's up 2.67. We've got Solana cooling down a little bit, but guys, take a look at this. Most altcoins are up. Look at Picoin up 58.57%. That's when you know, when you see numbers like this consistently for weeks and weeks and weeks, that's when you know that euphoria phase is here, guys. For more information on what I'm doing, what I'm going to be looking at, my crypto moves, where I'm going to be selling out at, I know you guys are aching to see where I'm going to be selling out my XRP. Follow me at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel if that's something you're interested in. So the market is moving. Why is the market moving? Actually, let's just take a look at Bitcoin real quickly here. Bitcoin, so as I said, Bitcoin is not, it didn't really do too much in the last 24 hours, but guys, it's just kind of stalling out up in here. So this is, again, where we did see it kind of hang out before it did retrace back down here, making that double bottom before moving back up again. So Bitcoin sitting in and around 104.5. Today, I don't think that's bad news, really. When you take a look at the year-over-year M2 global money supply and the correlation of Bitcoin, guys, things are still looking positive. Crypto usually does follow this, courtesy of Chad Steingraber. So take a look at this. This is a chart denoting Bitcoin and M2 global money supply year on year, okay? When we do see that money supply increase, so that is in green. You guys can see it there between 2016 and 2018, and then 2020 up until 2022. Boom, the price of crypto did also increase. And guys, we are down and around here, so we are in positive territory. We just need to see that materialize. However, it's not stopping whales from purchasing XRP. This one courtesy of XRP Crypto Wealth. XRP accumulation continues as whales are pushing boundaries of the current short bull run. That's an interesting way to word it. 4 million XRP, though, have been accumulated by XRP whales. So they are seeing the benefits, guys. They are seeing that there is an opportunity here. Like I've been saying on this channel, the $1.96 level down and around here, that was the base for our support. Anything below that, if it did dip down like it did back in early April, that would have been a good time to accumulate. We have been steadily keeping above 196. Whales have been accumulating throughout this period, so technical indicators and on-chain metrics indicate that whales are preparing for another round of accumulation field growth, drawing attention to XRP's market behavior once more in the cryptocurrency space. With over 4 million transactions recorded in the last 3 days, a sharp rise over the pre-pump baseline, the recent spike in network activity reveals powerful and unusual movement. So peer-to-peer transactions have also increased, guys, indicating not only interest but also capital movement. In terms of price action, XRP has recently surpassed its multi-month descending triangular formation and has made a clear break through important resistance levels at $2.20. So just going back to the chart here, 220 was former resistance back in here. Boy, it doesn't. It seems like not that long ago where we were just under 220. It was back last week. finally moving up above that and now continuing to be upside. I know it doesn't feel like a lot, but guys, 20 cents, give or take. Actually, it's more than that. Let's just put a, here, let me just grab a price range tool. Remember, on Thursday, we were down in around $2.12. And then within 3 days, we went up about over 16%. So that is big in the grand scheme of things. Whales at that time were realizing that we were close to critical support, so they were accumulating as well. And as of right now, XRP is trading above the 50, 100, and 200-day EMAs, which is an unquestionably, bullish technical pattern that offers a strong basis for future gains. The RSI, which is currently at 59, is still high, but with reasonable bounds, allowing for further growth without immediate indication of overbought conditions. So, guys, this is where we're at today. Take a look at. I can't zoom in on that. Let me just. I'll punch it on that in post. You can see XRP getting above some of these indicators. Okay, we were in that descending triangle for quite some time. I bring it up here. The descending triangle, we were pretty much there since the beginning of the year, since January of 2025. Now we're coming out of that, up 16% in just a few days. And now that this is the case, I mean, we have other ETFs registered and other ETF approvals coming up in the next few months. Is it BlackRock's turn, guys? BlackRock's representatives have allegedly met with the SEC to bolster crypto ETF adoption. Another one here courtesy of XRP Crypto Wolf. Of course, it's XRP that we're really eyeing, but as of May or on May 9th, BlackRock engaged in a meeting allegedly with the SEC to discuss key areas regarding the future of digital assets. Among the main topics were the potential integration of staking into crypto exchange-traded products and the broader implications of tokenization and traditional securities. These discussions hint at a growing alignment between regulatory authorities and financial institutions on an evolving crypto landscape, potentially paving the way for increased institutional involvement. So we do have the letter here. Again, I do not know how legit this is, but I'm going to take it for what it is. If somebody does have more information on that, please do let me know. Oh, it's actually directly from the SEC website here, so excuse me for not clicking on that before recording. But yeah, here we have it. Officially, on May the 9th, 2025, Crypto Task Force staff met with representatives from BlackRock. The topic discussed were approaches to addressing issues related to regulation of crypto assets. So BlackRock guys, of course, getting in on the game. This is what we are eyeing. No, of course, will BlackRock launch an XRP ETF? The idea of BlackRock launching this ETF remains a subject of speculation. In May 2024, Jay Jacobs, head of BlackRock's ETF division, reportedly stated that the company would continue prioritizing Bitcoin and Ethereum rather than branching off into other altcoins. However, I do feel like, it is time. There are so many other, and not just XRP, Solana, and maybe a couple of other ones, maybe ADA is probably another one, where there's already a lot of development behind these projects that it would be very remiss, I think, for a company as large as BlackRock to just kind of bypass them and just say, no, we're just focusing on Ethereum and Bitcoin because we can't think outside of the box. So I do believe we will see an XRP ETF sooner rather than later, and it might surprise a lot of people. That's just what I think. That's just my opinion here. However, industry observers remain hopeful. As it says here, particularly if Ripple fully resolves its legal dispute. So we already got a resolution on that. One such observer, Nate Gerasi, president of the ETF store, believes that the filing is likely to follow once the regulatory dust does settle.